If you were born between the year 1965 and 1980, that means you are a Gen Xer. And I am obsessed. I have become, over the last year and a half, obsessed with teaching Gen Xers how to become content creators, but not influencers. So like, this is relevant to you. This will help you a lot, even if you're currently sitting at like 10 followers or 100 followers or 500 followers. I have taught over 10,500 people how to do what I'm about to teach you in this. But like over 80% of them are either Gen Xers or boomers. One of them being my mom, who is 64 years old with no experience in this. She has no experience in social media. So Gen Xers, though, I am obsessed with you guys. You hold such power in the content creation space. And I say so much of the same thing in so many of my videos. So, but if you've never seen my face before, feel free to go look at all my other videos, watch my other videos offering advice around this. But what I'm going to be hopefully like blowing your mind about is UGC, and starting with UGC, even if you do want to be an influencer in the future. UGC, if you've never heard of that before, stands for user generated content. And as a Gen Xer, you are really like, you hold a lot of power because you guys are the wealthiest generation, statistically speaking, and you have been through a lot in your life. You have a lot of life experiences that can actually get like, basically allow your content to be even more genuine, authentic, and relatable to fellow Gen Xers. But anyways, UGC, user generated content. You get paid as a UGC creator to create content for companies that you don't have to then post it on your own social media accounts. You're literally just creating content. Usually, like, I could show you an example, hopefully, if I remember before I post this, but companies will hire you as a UGC creator to create typically short videos, sometimes pictures with their products. Sometimes you edit it, sometimes they edit it for you. Sometimes they give you a full-on script, what to say. Sometimes you come up with a script or like what to say in the video and what to do. But companies will hire you to create these short videos. And instead of you posting it to your own social media accounts, you're literally just going to send them these videos so that they can take it and use it for their own marketing purposes. That's the simplest explanation of what UGC is and what you're going to be doing as a UGC creator if you do decide to pursue it. I'm not just like randomly talking about this. I am not a Gen Xer. I am now 35. I had my birthday a few days ago. I'm 35 years old. You know, a mom of 2 little boys. So I'm not a Gen Xer. However, again, I've taught so many Gen Xers how to do this. And what I've noticed is that a lot of brands are kind of shifting their focus and their budgets and their priorities, their marketing efforts to hiring more of you guys because, number one, again, you guys have the biggest purchasing power. You guys are the wealthiest generation, right? So that means you hold the largest buying power. When a brand goes and spends money on social media ads to advertise to people, to different groups of people, they want to bank on the fact that whoever they're advertising to actually has money in the bank to spend on whatever it is that they sell, right? So I always like to like give this example of this is a twofold example. Number one, like actually type your current age. Like I'm going to tell a scenario of like a 55-year-old, but if you're 55 years old right now, type that in the comments. If you're 45, if you're, you know, 52, whatever your current age is right now, type it in the comments. I'd love to know. And just so you can see all the other people too, it's fun. Type it in the comments. And then, just as this scenario, like imagine that you are 55 years old and you're on Facebook, you're scrolling on Facebook, and all the ads that you see are maybe products that you could use, but it's like a 20-something-year-old talking about a product. And you're like, I don't want that face serum that they're talking about. They don't even know what a wrinkle is. They're 22 years old. I'm in my 50s. This has, like, you're just not going to trust that 22-year-old, right? So that's why brands want to hire Gen Xers. If they're going to market to Gen Xers, it only makes sense for them to hire fellow Gen Xers around that generation, around that age, to be in these videos that you see while scrolling on social media, right? So that's the point number one. Point number two is coming back to the buying power. 22-year-olds that are fresh out of college in a bunch of student debt typically don't have any money to spend on products and services. So a lot of companies don't want to advertise to them because their buying power is just not as powerful, right? So hopefully those two examples make sense. But I want to tell you really quick how to get started with this, if this is all making sense. So hopefully it is. So I have a free resource. I mentioned I taught over 10,500 people, most of them being Gen Xers or boomers. But I have a free checklist if you want like a tangible resource to help you get started. I know you probably see like 1,000,002 videos talking about different things that you could do to make extra money, and like everyone's like coming at you like, oh, you should do this. Like, I get it. There's so many ways to make money, and I struggled for like a decade trying to figure out how the heck to make money as a content creator until I found UGC and I heard about it and I pursued it wholeheartedly. But if this is at all piquing your curiosity, or you're like, I have like a good feeling about this. That's how I felt in 2022 when I heard about UGC. And thank God that I went with that feeling, because 14 months later, I was able to replace my 6-figure income and change my entire life and my family's life. It's been amazing. So blessed. I feel so insanely blessed every single day. But my whole point, oh my gosh, I get off on these tangents. My whole point is, if you want a free resource that I made, over 63 or 64,000 people have downloaded it. It's in my Stan Store, in my profile. It's a free checklist. I'll go through more about what UGC is just so you can really get your head around it and you understand it fully. And then it's a boom, boom, boom checklist, right? So steps on how to get started. If you're a visual learner like I am, I have a video lesson, a 15-minute video lesson. It's not going to take you very long, but I teach you how to email companies in that video lesson. Plus a bunch of other stuff I included in there that'll help you. So if you want that free checklist, it's yours. Grab it. If you pause this video, save it here in the right-hand corner and go to my profile. It's just my Stan Store. You'll see my course, the free checklist. I also have a free training. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited about this. I never do these things, but I will be co-hosting a pitching training. Pitching is the biggest way I've made thousands and thousands of dollars, tens of thousands of dollars with UGC, because of I know how to pitch to brands, and I am doing a live training on September 24th. It's going to be amazing. So while you're at it, maybe sign up to join us on September 24th. It's totally free, and it'll be just really, really insightful, especially for people who are actually wanting to get into UGC or in UGC. Go attend the free training, sign up for it. It's going to be super fun. But the free checklist is yours if you want it. I would just honestly start there, and then come back to this video. Send this video to somebody that you think would be so good at this. Like, basically, as a UGC creator, you get a bunch of free products too. So if you know somebody who is like, likes talking about the things that they buy, or they're like a big shopper, or you just like some people just have this like really good personality and this like vibe about them that they would be so good at this. If you're thinking of somebody, send this video to them, and it could hopefully hopefully change their life. Honestly, not to be dramatic, but it could. So with UGC, so you guys, again, like there's so many different things that it's a benefit as Gen Xers and boomers to pursue UGC, and why you should pursue it. So many things that benefit you, but like I always like to give the example, like one of my students who is a Gen Xer, she's in her 50s and she is a PT, so she's a physical therapist. She realized after joining my course and like learning from me and everything, she didn't have a portfolio done, she had nothing done. She realized as a PT, working with patients day in and day out, she was using these 2 specific medical devices on her patients every single day. And she was like, oh my gosh, a light bulb moment. I should pitch to these 2 medical device companies. She did that, literally landed her first 2 UGC deals within a matter of days after taking my course, all because she took what she was dealing with professionally in her life and used it for UGC. I have another student of mine who is oh gosh, what is she? I think she's in health and wellness, and she has used her professional experience to pitch to brands, where she could be in her office like as a functional practitioner, and use that professional experience to pitch to these brands and get these UGC deals. So she can recommend different things as a somebody in that space. Anyways, I'm running out of time. Oh, I have so many examples, but yeah, follow me if you're not already. Type your current age in the comments if you're going to get started.